Hey, creepy bastards, how you doing tonight? I'm your host, Joe. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, follow button so you never miss another show. And if you're not, welcome back. I appreciate the company. Hey, Miggy Migs, how you doing? Oh, I'm smoking the noir tonight. Yeah, not funny. Which goes really well with my tea, by the way. So, hope you're having a good day today. Um, for everyone else that's watching as well, tonight we're going to be talking about the Poltergeist Curse. And if there really is one, I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure it out. But first, I wanted to do my shameless plug and beat you guys over the head again for the millionth time with my new film project that I have going on. And Mr. Miguel is also helping with that as well. He's my Obi-Wan. I couldn't do it without him. It is a Christmas horror anthology called Lore, and it is based off of Icelandic. I think I did that last time. Icelandic traditions. Um, and it's gonna get a little gory. There are, child eating witches and demons and cats and all kinds of shit in there. So if you guys are interested, here is excuse me, there is the link that I'm putting in the chat right now. If you guys are interested later on, go ahead and give it a click. Check it out. I do have a bunch of awesome perks. I am working on another perk right now that I will be posting sometime this week. So, yes, gore, yay! Everyone likes gore. Who doesn't like gore? It's fun, especially on Thursday night. Mm. Try to catch up. I don't want to lose this. But yeah, so that's my shameless plug for the evening. I guess we can go ahead and get into this if y'all are ready. Um, so yeah, last week I did The Omen, The Curse of the Omen, which that one really tripped me out. I'd really like to. I wouldn't mind getting in, digging into a rabbit hole with that one, just kind of falling into it because there was so much really weird stuff associated with that, and a lot of things you couldn't really get answers to, like when the set caught on fire and oh no, that was The Exorcist. Never mind. No, there was a lot of other shit that went on with the Omen too. But anyway, um, yeah, like the guy who presented the Omen, was a Christian, a born again Christian, um, and basically told everybody this is a film about the devil, so it's gonna happen, kind of deal. Like he before everything started, and then all this random weird shit happened, and deaths and explosions and plane crashes and whew, all kinds of shit. So that's one I definitely like to get into a little bit more. This week, I'm doing the Poltergeist. I'm not really convinced, guys. I'm sorry. Little spoiler alert. I'm not really convinced tonight. So, hey Tom, how you doing? Thanks for joining, bud. Congratulations again. Um, sorry. Talking and this keeps going out. Anyway, so let's see. I guess there's a lot of death. Just it's basically a lot of death that is associated with the Poltergeist films. The only really weird, out of place, I guess it's really not weird if you know stuff about films, whether you've done them or you just watched a lot of them and you like facts about them. But one thing that was really kind of off-putting to at least the cast was the fact that they actually used, what do they call them? Biological surgery skeletons. And those are the skeletons that usually sit in the classrooms when you're doing medical courses and things like that. So they did actually have real skeletons in the pool scene, um, where she's kind of like in her underwear and she slides down and it's raining outside and there's skeletons everywhere. Yeah, and I guess that one kind of bugged her a little bit when she found out, that is. Hey Josh, hey Robert. Sorry, I'm trying not to let my cigar go out. This is so good right now. Um, like I said earlier, especially with my tea. But anyway, yeah, I guess she said she had to do that scene like 4 or 5 days in a row. And that was basically that scene. So she was wet and muddy and around all these skeletons, and then finding out that they're real, she wasn't too happy about that. I don't feel, well, I don't know. I don't know how upset I would be about it. Sorry. I don't know how upset I would be about it. Um, I think it would have been more of a, you could have gave me a heads up, Dick. It would have been nice to know. Because once a person's dead, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really like a super religious person, but to me, it's still kind of like a sacred thing because I don't know if that was a person, that was somebody's body. I don't want to disrespect it in some way. So it would have been nice to at least known up front. I guess it's something that is done common just because it's cheaper. All they did was they got the bleached white skeletons and they just kind of mucked them up and put prosthetics and made them look like they'd been rotting underground for a while. So, yeah, that's a that's nice. That's pretty much the only like weird, crazy thing that I could find. I did find one about the son. What was his name? Oliver Robbins, who played the son. They got choked. They got attacked by the clown. I guess there was like a big rumor that he had passed away as well. That all three kids basically throughout the Poltergeist movies had died, and he didn't. He actually did an interview in 2015, um, just alive and well. And there were some there was I don't know, there was a rumor going around too that Steven Spielberg like had to rip the clown doll off of him because it was really choking him, and I guess none of that really happened. So nothing weird like that has happened during any of these movies. Like I said, it's been mostly just deaths, and oh yeah, 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 yeah. We'll kind of get into that now, I suppose. Mm, I think I'm just gonna put that down because that's not working for me right now. Anyways, so in Poltergeist 1, Dominique Dune, she played the older sister Dana in the first film. Now in the second one, they mention her, but they say that she's off to college. So obviously they had to write her character. They had plans for her character, but they actually had to write her out in some way. Um, October 30th, 1982, a couple of months after the movie was released, her ex-boyfriend actually came to her house and was trying to reconcile whatever differences they had between them. He was trying to get the relationship back together. He didn't, want to be without her. And she kind of wasn't having that. It kind of escalated into um, an argument between them. And he ended up strangling I mean, like brutally strangling her. And when the police arrived, he actually thought she was dead. They took her to the hospital there in LA and they put her on life support. And she was on life support for 4 or 5 days. I think it was. What did it say? What I write? Try not to look down too much. She was in a coma for 5 days and she wouldn't regain consciousness. So they actually had to pull the plug on her. So that was one death. Moving on. That's kind of shitty. Oh yeah, and it was like I think they said it was like a week before her 23rd birthday too. And then if you guys ever seen that show V, that like mini series, it's really good. It's old. I guess she was supposed to be in that. She was supposed to be like the next upcoming star. And unfortunately it was just like really it was very tragic and just her life was really cut short. She was only 20, almost 23 years old. That's kind of sad. So that's the first murder or first death. The next one is from Poltergeist 2. The Beast. Julian Beck, also known as like the tequila worm guy and the creepy like pedo-ish vibe reverend that's going around in the Holy Land and wants to like just be all weird with fucking Carol Ann. Okay, like that shit's weird. Anyway, I guess he passed away shortly after filming like less than a year after filming, he passed away from stomach cancer. And I guess he was very ill during the filming, and like the whole cast and crew knew that he was sick the whole time they were filming. So that's pretty sad too. And I don't know, a lot of these are like they're around the time of that I've noticed. They're around the time of like being released or shortly after release. It's in like a very short proximity of something that's happening with the movie. I digress. Anyway. So yeah, so that's two. That's really sad. I mean, but good for him. He never got to see the movie, but it was a great movie, and he went out doing what he obviously liked to do. He worked through the whole thing. Although I can't imagine what it must be like to have like terminal stomach cancer. That has to be horrible. And maybe some of it was trying to take his mind off of it too. I don't know. That's kind of sad. Okay, the next one. Poltergeist 2. Will Sampson, also known as Taylor the Indian shaman, he actually died too. He passed away um, due to kidney failure following a lung and a heart transplant. I guess he was a really sick person. Like he had a lot of like prior medical stuff going on, and that's why he ended up having to have the heart and lung transplant. And wait, was it a lung and heart? Yeah, kidney failure due to a lung and heart transplant. That's friggin' nuts. That's nuts. I wonder if he had them at the same time. I didn't look all that up. But that's kind of like, damn, that's major. I know it's major just to have a damn heart attack and just have like a little stent put in. I can't imagine having like a full heart transplant and like a lung transplant. Like, holy shit, that's serious stuff. Oh, my goodness. That's horrible. Hey, Jesse, thanks for joining my sad show of death. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to get sad a little bit, but oh, we got to keep going so we can figure this out. Um, Poltergeist 1, 2, and 3, the main character, Carol Ann, a little girl known as Heather O'Rourke. During the production of Poltergeist 3, she actually kind of got sick, and she was being treated for Crohn's disease. And that's why her cheeks were like so puffy during like she looked like she was just such a cute little girl anyway, but like she looked like a puffy little chipmunk. And I guess it was like a reaction to the medication she was taking for the Crohn's disease. One day, how far along was it? Okay, 4 months before the movie. So they were already done with the movie. So 4 months before the movie was set to release, she had to be rushed to the hospital. She actually had septic poisoning in her system, and they had to do an emergency surgery on her. Well, come to find out, she didn't have Crohn's disease. They misdiagnosed her. She had an obstruction in one of her bowels, and it just progressively got worse until it just and caused septic throughout her system, and she ended up passing away from that too. Holy crap, this sucks. Oh my gosh. But I mean, that's crazy because I'm sure it was a simple medical mistake. I mean, this was the 80s, late 80s, maybe very early 90s. I mean, how much did they know about Crohn's disease at that point? You know what I'm saying? Like, for them to just to be able to go, oh, we see this all the time, it's Crohn's disease. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure it might have just been, yeah, that's crazy. I'm sure it was just a medical mistake, and just, there's just unfortunate and an unfortunate ending to it. So, oh man. And she was little too. She wasn't even that old. Man. Neither was the shaman, Will Sampson. He wasn't that old either. I think he was like in his early 50s. The only one that was really like of an age was the guy that played the Reverend. He was the only one that was really up in age. So, hey, Richard! Thanks for joining from over off of Twitch. Sorry, I don't do it just strictly from Twitch anymore. I just kind of I just kind of stay everywhere now, just so everybody can see it. I don't have to keep uploading and downloading. I digress. Anyway, so yeah, okay. So far we've gone over one, two, three, four deaths so far already. Well, technically, yeah, four deaths, but technically one was, I guess you could say, I guess a murder. I guess, would you guys call that a murder? I mean, he choked her to the point that it put her in a coma, and then they weren't going to be able to do nothing. I don't know. We don't have to get political about it, I guess, but I'll count it as a murder. That's on me. So anyway, okay. Lou Perryman. Okay, so this guy had an extra part in the film. He didn't have like a big noticeable part or anything, but he was part of the film, so they've kind of put this in the whole. He died and he was in the movie as part of the curse, kind of deal. But he was a construction worker in the movie. Um, let's see what we got. Charles, considering he thought he killed her, I'd say murder. Okay, okay, I'll take that. We'll count that vote. Thanks for joining, by the way. Um, but yeah, Lou Perryman, he was a construction worker in the film, had a very small part, and 17 years, I want to say it was like 17 years, like on the day that it released. I want to say it was for the first one. There was actually, this was all ended up being like a random deal, basically. What had happened was there was just this random guy who had gotten into an altercation with his mother's ex-boyfriend. Somehow ran into Lou outside and went to rob him for his vehicle. Um, and basically ended up being murdered by this man. So, and all the guy really wanted was his car. So, I mean, it doesn't say if he struggled. It doesn't say like if he was shot or stabbed. It just said he was just murdered. So that's two murders. That'd be two murders and three deaths. Ugh. Three hospital deaths at that. Holy shit. Because the one guy had the stomach cancer. He had terminal stomach cancer, so he was dying in the hospital. The other guy, surgery, died. Boom. Carol Ann, surgery, died. Boom. Maybe there is a curse, guys. I don't know. Because at first I was looking at this all and going, fuck, that just seems like a really like shitty pick of people. I mean, no offense. I mean, I guess what I mean is like you just lucked out and picked all the sick people, basically, or all the people that were destined to have their books closed early in life. And that's how it started looking. But now I don't know. Now I'm kind of, the tinfoil hat showing a little bit. So I'm kind of seeing this maybe in a different way. Or maybe I'm just trying to take it that way so it's more interesting. Okay, so yeah, okay. Oh, I guess that was all the deaths. Was that all the deaths? Yeah, that was all the deaths. Meh. Okay, so two murders, three hospital deaths, I'll say. Very weird, very interesting. I don't know. I'm just saying what I read off interwebs. What do you guys think? So back to what I was saying at the beginning, about Oliver Robbins, who played the son and was attacked by like that the clown in the movie, like when everything's all going haywire and shit. Um, it was rumored that he had also passed away along with the oldest daughter and Carol Ann. But in 2015, he was actually found alive and well. And he had given an interview and kind of a little bit of a statement on what he thought about the Poltergeist curse. And he doesn't believe it at all. He also believes it's just a string of unfortunate events, basically. Um, with just some people are sick and you just got them all together at the right time and shit just happened. And then Zelda Rubinstein, who played Tangina, she also believes that there is not a curse. She's actually been kind of like, I guess she gets irritated at it and she's like, that's preposterous. There can't be a curse. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. What do you guys think? There were, I don't know. They use maybe using the real skeletons in the way they use them. Maybe it opened something up. I don't know. Maybe, and maybe it was like Omen style. They let a demon in or something, and it just totally took over the whole cast in just very sad ways. I don't know. At the same time, I don't know. I'm gonna try to believe that it's just a string of unfortunate events. Because that's just honestly, I don't know. That is honestly what it feels like. It's just a string of unfortunate events. But it is kind of weird that two of them were murdered and three of them technically died in like hospital-ish kind of deal. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, you guys tell me what you think, and yeah. And if you guys have any suggestions for shows that you guys want me to cover, or topics you want me to cover for a show, let me know. Send me a message or just put them in some comments. Let's see. Richard says, very strange circumstances. Yes. That was just very sad, too. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Sometimes death isn't sad. Not that it's funny, but, it's just kind of like, okay, it was their time, But none of this was that. It was, oh my God, really that shitty. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to get up out of here. That was all I had to say on this. Yeah, just string of unfortunate events. So I don't know what I'll do for next Tuesday's topic, but like I said, you guys let me know if you guys want to hear about anything. You guys want me to look up anything or research anything, and then we'll talk about it. Oh my gosh, Charles, what happened? What happened? You think it's a curse? My fourth grade teacher was a substitute in Carol Ann's classroom after the first grade. Got her autograph. He died in his 40s. How did he die? Tell me how he died. Was he murdered or did he die in like a hospital type setting? Tell me. I need to know. Because if it's like a car accident or a motorcycle accident, that's fine. Nobody cares. It's not that nobody cares, but you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't put it in that category as curse. So, but damn, really. She was a substitute in the classroom. Oh no. Okay, heart attack from allergic reactions to meds. Zoinks. Damn. Oh, that's so weird because the little girl, when she was taking the medication for the Crohn's, or she was having reactions, and her cheekies puffed up, made her look like a little tiny baby chipmunk. Uh, so okay, we'll throw that in there with the curse. All right, you've convinced me. It might be a curse. We'll see. Oh my goodness, guys. All right, I love y'all. I'll be back tomorrow night with what I have no fucking clue. But next week, we're going to be doing a bunch of Thanksgiving movie reviews. And we might do Joe's Creepy Kitchen early. I'm not sure. I don't know how to play that one out because next Thursday is Thanksgiving. Friday, maybe we'll do like a leftovers throwdown or something like that. Maybe make some random shit out of leftovers. I'm excited for December. That's all I know because November is very hard to do a lot of horror with. So oh my goodness. So yeah, like November is pretty hard to plan fun things for. October, it's like you can go anywhere. December, we've got some good ones in there. I'm excited. I've got some exciting shows of Joe's Creepy Kitchen coming up. Hopefully they work out because I'm really excited to do these. But yeah, so you guys stay tuned. We're almost out of November. Like I said, next week we're gonna do some movie reviews. I'm still figuring out if I'm gonna do Joe's Creepy Kitchen. You guys let me know what you think. If you guys have a good idea, let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. And with that said, I love your guys' faces. You have a good night, creepy bastards.